to play a back-and-forth 4 quarters. And what a fourth quarter this has been. We have had 7 lead changes. At the moment, Belmont is up by a point during this media timeout. A game with no shortage of hustle on either side of the ball. And at times it hasn't been the prettiest, but it has been the fiercest, most passionate game between 2 longtime rivals.
And what did Kim Caldwell tell us as shoot-around this morning? He said if Belmont makes more threes than us, we're going to be in trouble. Well, Belmont has made 6. They're 6 of 14. Tennessee only 5 of 30 from the three-point line. And then Belmont has done a much better job taking care of the basketball in this second half. They had 11 in the first half, only 4 so far in this second.
Belmont is given that timeout before they committed a turnover just before the break. See what they come up with out of the timeout. And a turnover as Kinsley Feltner stepped out of bounds. That's the 16th turnover on Belmont. Any reason why you think Tennessee's 3 numbers are so low tonight?
They're not pure 3-point shooters like you had with a Tess Darby or with a Simone Spencer. Yeah. And so players will develop. But when you have that right there, 6'4", Janiyah Barker that has the ability to get in the paint or get to the free throw line, look, you can get those points just as well.
That's foul on Fuller, and that is her 3rd foul. Fuller with 8 points tonight. Feltner's going to come out of the game. Tootie Jones replaces her. Janiyah Barker at the free throw line. Barker had the distinction of making the first basket of the season for Tennessee, a 3 against NC State. Misses that free throw. Tennessee now 7 of 10 from the free throw line.
Now Bart Brooks has made a substitution. He's got 3-point guards on the floor right now, and I'm sure that is to make sure they can handle against this defensive pressure by Tennessee.
Tripp weaves through the lane, misses the shot, and it'll stay with Belmont. And Sanaa Tripp frustrated with herself. She wasn't able to get the 2 there.
But the 6-year graduate student, Tootie Jones, goes to her and says, listen, don't worry about that. Move on to the next play.
Tootie Jones, that 6-year player that Carolyn referred to, inbounding it. Lobs it out to Fuller. There's Jones again. Jones with the take, draws the foul. And we'll go to the line with 4:54 left and a chance to build on the lead. That's the 4th foul on Janiyah Barker.
Well, and Tootie Jones has the mindset of attack mentality with less than 5 minutes to go in the games to stay aggressive to the rim.
Tootie Jones is just the epitome of elite student athlete. Her 6th season in her 140th game. She's played every one of those 6 years at Belmont. How about a 4.0 GPA, getting her bachelor's in sports administration and now getting her master's in sports administration. Aspires to be a coach like her mom, who's a legendary player and coach. And is doing her job putting Belmont back up by 2.
I went to see Tootie play Charles Henderson High School in Troy, Alabama, and she has always been this aggressive, level-minded point guard.
And her mom is a legend at Troy as a player. Shot clock is down to 8. Baldo trying to find the opening. And a timeout called by the Tennessee bench with 4.7 on the shot clock.
Now, with the height advantage that Tennessee has with 4.7 seconds left, I got to believe that Kim Caldwell is going to look to go inside. It's got to go to Barker inside. She's able to elevate over the defense.
Belmont up 2. Possession arrow favors Tennessee right now. Tennessee with 3 timeouts, Belmont with 2 timeouts. Neither team in the bonus at this point. All right, Coach, let's see. They're going to take advantage of the height on this inbounds play.
The most important thing Belmont's got to do is try to keep pressure on the ball. You got to put your biggest player on the ball so that the inbounder can't see for the easy pass. Tennessee also has the option to go to Talijah Cooper, who has the ability with 4.7 seconds to make good things happen.
Tennessee will inbound the ball under their own basket. Paldo will inbound it. Paldo, only 5'6", whips it out to Cooper. Boyd, off the mark on the three. Good job by Crawl to crash the boards and get the stick back. We're tied at 56. And a timeout taken by Belmont. Crawl with the 20th offensive rebound of the game right here.
Look at where Pro comes from. She was on the wing. Talk about getting out of area rebound.
Well, Pro part of that incredible freshman class that Kim Caldwell brought in. They were the number 2 ranked high school class, but what distinguishes them here in Tennessee, it's the first Tennessee signing class since 2017 where the Lady Vols brought in 2 or more top 15 prospects. And they've reloaded for the next couple of years too, Carolyn.
Yeah, they've got Olivia Edwards, who is the number 2 player in the country in next year's class of 2026, and got a commitment from Kalina Smith, a 5'6" guard for the class of 2027.
Tied at 56. Belmont going to try to beat this press. Judy Jones looking for an option, finds Fuller. Fuller probably not who they want to have the ball. Fans wanted to travel, and instead a 10-second violation called against Belmont. So that is something Tennessee prides itself on, forcing 10-second violations, and they get one here. Tennessee in offense now. Cooper, short. Boyd, good job to get the offensive rebound. Shot clock continues. Down to 4. Boyd for 3.
Yes. 3 is good. And we taking the lead.
Stolen by Paldo.
Stolen. Oh. Oh.
Paldo fouled.
Boyd in the corner, setting up, ready to knock it down.
Kanaya Boyd, 2 for 3 tonight. They've all been 3-pointers. She has 2 of Tennessee's 6 threes, and now Paldo will go to the line. Paldo will have 2. First free throw of the game for her, off the mark.
Not like this little freshman. She's got spunk about her. Great anticipation skills, terrific handles. And she settles in. She's going to be key for the Lady Vols.
Tennessee extends the lead to 4. Robertson will check back in for the Lady Vols and give Paldo a break. .343 to play. Food City Center is rocking. Strickland. She's been deadly tonight. No shot. Shot clock at 8. Banks will pull the trigger. Cooper with a rebound. Cooper with the hesitation off the glass. Can't get it to go down. Great hustle by Boyd.
It is. Ah!
Z Spearman puts the Lady Vols up by 7. It's a 9-0 Tennessee run.
Tennessee fueled by the work on the glass and turning up the defense. Belmont becoming a little unraveled.
Belmont with only one timeout remaining. Barb Brooks is saving it. Robertson guarded by Strickland. To Cooper again, shot clock under 10. Good job by Judy Jones tying up Cooper. Got right in her face.
The rebound work that Tennessee has done tonight has been so impressive. Boyd gets the rebound, the kick out, and then Spearman lines it up and finds nothing but the bottom of the net.
So 2:18 to play. The shot clock is at 6. Tennessee will have to get a shot off in a hurry here. Cooper set to inbound it. Lobs it to Barker.
The get back action.
Barker will shoot. Belmont ball. Strickland will check back in for Belmont. Now fans seeing that last play on the Jumbotron here, not happy that Belmont's awarded the ball, but no appeal by Kim Caldwell.
Well, you don't want to risk a timeout with a close game like this. Tennessee only has 2 timeouts left.
Banks weaving her way down the court, guarded by Cooper.
I love the defense by Talasia Cooper.
Strickland open for 3. Off the back of the rim, Jones runs it down. New possession for Belmont. Under 2 to play.
Flat ball screen up top. Banks didn't use it.
Shot clock at 5. Banks gonna have to let it go. And the shot clock expires. Second shot clock violation of the game forced by the Lady Vols.
Talasia Cooper, look, she's earned a post-game smoothie with how hard she has played on the defensive end.
.95 seconds remaining in regulation. Possession arrow favors Tennessee. Belmont only has 1 timeout left. Tennessee 2. A good hustle on the inbounds play. The steal for Belmont. Jones launches the 3 in and out. Fuller grabbed the offensive rebound and kicks it out. Tripp short on the 3. Tennessee ball.
For Tripp, that's just inexperience there. The young sophomore understanding you got another possession. Make sure you got rebounders down there at least before you pull the trigger.
1:21 left to play. A second went off the shot clock. Tennessee will be trying to get at the length of the floor. Robertson checking back in for Tennessee. Thrall goes to the bench. Belmont in full court, man-to-man.
Well, Belmont has 4. Oh,
Barker goes to the deck to save it. Jones knocks it out of bounds. And the shot clock is at 23. They still haven't gotten it over yet. And now they do. Just over a minute to play. Tennessee trying to hang on.
good decision by Paldo. Settle things down. That's maturity at that point guard spot as by the freshman.
Jones stops the clock with her second foul. 1:01 to play. Avery Strickland will come back in for Belmont. So they have a three-point threat back on the floor.
And now Tennessee is in the bonus the rest of the way.
Tennessee in the bonus. Belmont is not. Tennessee has 2 timeouts. Belmont still with the 1 timeout. Possession arrow favors Tennessee.
And Tennessee still has a foul to give.
Cooper 2 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. One more for Cooper. Sitting on 22 points, 13 rebounds, 6 of those offensive. Misses this one.
1 minute remaining in the game.
An 8-point lead for Tennessee. Belmont needs a bucket quickly. They go to Fuller inside. Fuller off the glass for the 2.
Now Belmont's got to try to force turnovers.
Boyd makes it across half court. A 6-point lead for Tennessee, and Jones fouling Paldo.
Fuller going to that right hand little jump hook, isolated one-on-one.
So Mia Paldo's going to go to the free throw line for the Lady Vols. Paldo was 1 for 2 earlier in this quarter. 7 points tonight for Paldo. Big free throw.
Belmont only has 1 timeout left. I think Bart Brooks is going to save that. He's going to try to go with a quick strike.
Possession lead for Tennessee. An 8-point advantage. And that is off Belmont. The ball will go back to Tennessee. And we're going to have an appeal from Belmont. So their final timeout is on the line as they challenge this inbounds, who the ball's out of bounds on.
The out of bounds is under review.
I think this is a good appeal. I mean, with only 33 seconds left to go, you get your timeout right now to draw. Now you got to talk about a couple plays in case you lose the appeal. But if this is an opportunity to save the possession in front of your bench, yeah, it's worth the risk of having that appeal.
If he loses the appeal, they're out of timeouts. This is what he's appealing. The ball was called out on Belmont. See, Spearman came in.
It looked like Spearman knocked the ball out of bounds. I couldn't see Fuller's top left hand of whether or not that was the last one from that angle.
Now Strickland, 13 in blue, avoided touching it. Again, the original call was going to get the ball back to Tennessee. And this is a coach's appeal, where if you appeal the call as a coach, you have a timeout on the line. If you're correct, you don't lose a timeout. If you're not correct, you do lose a timeout. Tennessee lost a timeout earlier in the game on a Kim Caldwell appeal. And this is a massive one, because Belmont has a chance to possibly get the ball back if this appeal goes their way. In 33.4 seconds left, possession arrow favors Tennessee. At the moment, Belmont has a timeout left. Tennessee has 2 left. So this was called out on Belmont. Question is, did Spearman knock it out of bounds, or did Fuller, the player for Belmont?
Well, the officials have to have conclusive evidence to overturn it. That's a close one.
So again, possession arrow favoring Tennessee. Tennessee still with a foul to
After
go.
review, the out of bounds is inconclusive. Therefore, the ruling on the floor stands.
Good call, Carolyn. Inconclusive. So the call stands on the floor. It'll be Tennessee ball. Belmont is now out of timeouts.
You see Bart Brooks telling his team, you have no timeouts left. So what Belmont has to do right now, try to get a 5-second call. You got to put pressure on, and then you got to sell out, go for every steal. Otherwise, Tennessee can just hold the basketball, and then Belmont's going to have to foul.
Barker set to throw it in. Gets it into Paldo. 30 seconds left in regulation to Barker. And Barker is fouled by Banks. is her third.
Now Barker is a 70% free throw shooter.
She's 2 for 4 tonight.
Strickland return for Belmont.
So Barker on the free throw line, 9 points tonight, but again 2 of 4 from the free throw line. And that pushes it back to a 3-possession game. Barker knocks them both down. Remember, Belmont led coming into the fourth.
Now what Tennessee's got to do is just make sure no threes.
They block that three. Cooper will run it down the floor. Cooper in the lane, off the mark. Barker gets it. Ball game, Tennessee.
Ball game. That's it. Won the game by 10 points. Final score is 68-58. Go Tennessee Volunteers on the win tonight.
The Belmont Bruins, who led heading into the fourth quarter.
Tennessee, what traditional Tennessee teams do, they dominate the glass, specifically the offensive boards. 23 offensive rebounds for Tennessee today. They out-rebounded Belmont total 48-36. That's what able to allow the Lady Vols to pull off this win.
Jalasia Cooper with 22 points, 14 rebounds. The Tennessee Lady Vols got all they can handle from the Belmont Bruins. Keep your eye on Belmont for the rest of the season. For my Hall of Fame partner.
So that'll do it from Knoxville, Tennessee. We'll see you all next time.
I'm Sam Gore with the honor of saying
Say good night from Knoxville, Tennessee, live from the Food City Center Arena. We'll see you all next time.